Harimoto versus Malong. First game, Harimoto to serve, love all.
Letting the opponent attack first. Oh, back edge of the table. But an explosive point with touch and everything else. That ball doesn't come down on the edge. It could have still been kept in play. Look how much side spin was on that the second to last, and the last shot. Harimoto with a good setup to win the first point, and ends up splitting the first two. But an early lead can give someone a false sense of confidence against Malong. I think almost every match I saw him play, he lost the first few points or lost some of the first few points. It's almost like he's taking a little time to test the water. We saw the same thing with Timo Boll last year. First time he played Harimoto, he actually lost the first game on the World Tour and came back to win pretty steadily.
Left, 1-2.
Only for Harimoto to do his homework and come back to beat Timo Boll in the Czech Open.
2-all.
Clever idea here. 2 points apiece. Harimoto back with the serves. Reverse pendulum and a spinny third ball. Now the unpredictability factor, I think, is one of the most threatening things about Harimoto. As he turns from the middle there, it's very difficult to tell if he's going to play the middle, play it wide. Oh, and a rocket backhand. Again, you can't tell that he's going to attack. You have a good idea because rarely is he doing much else. On occasion. And then he tucks back, drops the head of the racket. From behind, though, was a little tough as he lifted the hand to see. Good rally here. And I think about the differences between the backhand of Fan Zhendong and the backhand of Harimoto. See a little bit flatter from Harimoto, aggressive. A bit more punchy, a little bit less spin, a little bit less power. Right idea, though. He's not trying to get into the rallies. Trying to get in strong, finish the rallies. Maybe I just don't remember all the reverse pendulum serves before from Harimoto. Nice change of pace. The big forehand comes back and he slows it down into the middle. Hangs on to that 2-point lead. We've seen Malong down 0-2 against Liang Jinquin before he turned on the afterburners. Actually was down 2-3 as well.
5-6.
So anytime you watch Malong trailing in any game, you watch with a sense of skepticism, disbelief, or the understanding that Malong could simply turn things around. Ooh. On the 1 foot, Malong gets a tough one back, but Harimoto stays in front by 2. Long dead serve into the body. Just amazing how fast Harimoto recovers. Takes these big shots, comes right back. Soft shot just behind the net, followed up with the big backhand punch. The change of rhythm here. Have to imagine that's part of the plan. A little bit of improvisation maybe on that forehand. Harimoto all the way. Just a little bit late to get in for this. Ball had dropped. Tries to add some topspin to it to ensure that the ball will come down and go into play. 9-5 in game 1 would be a pretty situation for Harimoto anyway. Still up 2. Oh, a confident receive. Soft. Again, that is gutsy. To not feel a sense of panic when you play a touch shot against Malong. He's behind the table and has to come in there. Smart play as Harimoto takes away the attack. Top of the net once again.
9-7.
Second break we've seen for Malong. First point of the match. These things do tend to balance out. Good aggression. Malong seeing the opportunity, sneaks in, moves forward a little bit and accelerates to that deep backhand corner. Beautiful follow-up recovery off the net. Harimoto makes it so that we don't remember that as one of the breaks here. Even off the net, he's able to keep it half long. Harimoto's such a rock star on the court. 2 game points.
Just a moment.
Good call, Harimoto. Ball in the corner. Says, give us a sec here. Don't want to be staring at another ball while I'm trying to keep my eye on the one that Malong's hitting. It's enough to deal with. Rocket backhand, and Harimoto takes game number 1, 11-8 over the Dictator. It is 1, but it's a step in the right direction for a very long journey. In a best of 7, Harimoto. Back for game number 2. All air pressure in the cabin has been suspended. It is a 1-0 lead for Tomakasu Harimoto, the 14-year-old against the most dominant player that anyone in our time has seen. At least on the men's side of the game in the last decade. Here we go.
Voila.
Really, though, since 2015, Malong has just found a confidence.
Voila.
Seems unbeatable. Except for on a rare occasion, of course. Nothing too fancy here. Pendulum serve for Malong. Top and side spin. Good kick on the second bounce.
Lava 3.
Not a point dropped yet in game number 2. For Malong, that is. Oh, beautiful shot. Where did it come from? Rarely is Malong not where the ball is or within reach. Timing, placement, and power. Clever idea, but across the body, Malong very strong here. From the backhand corner, saves the point. It's not the first time we've seen him finish with the stroke across the body like that. Good opportunity for Harimoto. Difference between 2-3, or 3-2 and 4-1. Just a little bit late to get in for that flick. 5-1, Malong in control here of game 2. Funny, I gave probably the worst compliment to Harimoto the other day. Talking to his dad, really impressed at how he's just getting stronger. Flash in the crowd right behind him from the VIP section. Obviously unintentional, just a little bit ironic / hilarious. Malong calling it out quickly. So the worst compliment, Harimoto's been developing a lot physically. He's looking like a 20-year-old man right now in terms of his body, just growing a lot, very strong. And I turned to his dad and I said, I think Harimoto is even stronger than I am now. Until the Echo said, yeah, you think? Just maybe this professional athlete that's playing in the top 10 in the world is stronger than you. And he's showing it out here. Backhand, element of surprise, power, everything else. Oh, look at this. Right on the line, risky, living on the edge here literally with the second ball. Just a little bit off the edge, he's quick to apologize. A fighter and a gentleman, Tomakasu Harimoto. 4 in a row. Remember that towel break we had at 5-1? The same flip kill attempt on the forehand side we saw from Harimoto a little bit late. Malong tries to do against Harimoto's touch as well.
Five, 6.
4 games is a lot to take against Malong. T-Mobile's the last foreigner I can recall doing a best of 7. Last foreigner to beat, non-Chinese player to beat Malong.
7-5.
Before that, Jung Sang-un, but it was a best of 5. The longer the match, the more games you have to win, the more it favors the higher player, the stronger player. Malong very meticulous. I talked about the washing of the balls that Zhang Jike does. Same with Malong. Excellent. Oh, the flat swat comes back off the top of the net. Tough enough to counter Malong's shot, let alone without any topspin. Although we've seen Harimoto make shots like that before. There's that power, a little bit off the top of the net, I think. Tough to hear this quickly, but I guess that's what the apology's for. Opening backhand from behind the table. Moves so quickly. 2-0 lead would sure help his chances. Right into the body. This is what you do when you get a high ball. In near the net. Right into the body of the player starting to move. Look at this. Again, the slow-mo. Harimoto's right foot still in the air, both feet as it comes down. Oh, backhand combination. Drills it to the corner and right down the line. How do you even have time to think? This has got to be a by rote pattern. Something that he discussed after analyzing Malong's game. Ever since 2015, maybe? Updating all the time? Just going long, Malong with a Malong serve right there, deep to that backhand corner. Watch one more time how long this stays in the air, but still how low he keeps it. It's like a skipping rock. With the speed, I guess it was like a skipping rocket. 9-all. Ooh, heavy spin on the pendulum serve. Game point for Harimoto for a 2-0 lead. Would it be enough? He's not there yet. And he spins it to the short side of the table. A 2-0 lead for Tomakasu Harimoto. Back for game number 3. Malong the Dictator, down 0 games to 2 right now. Against the player who was mentioned first when I came into the airport. Arriving in Japan, they said, "Oh, Takyu, you are here for ping pong." I said, "Yes." They said, "Harimoto-san." I said, "Yes." And he starts game 3 on the right foot as well. First point out the gate. Just the amount of racket speed he comes into the ball with on the serve to generate that much spin. Once again, these combinations are incredible. Not sure if it was edge of the racket or what, but it comes back quickly. Maybe off the edge, the table. No hesitation. This one sneaks past him, Malong with his first point this game. In terms of the blender, that is Harimoto. I should mention that he did beat Fan Zhendong in their last encounter. Oh, right down the line. Actually, I can't say for sure. They might have had another encounter since, but I don't remember it if so. It was a best of 5. 3-1 for Harimoto, and look at him sneak it past on the line. Serve so tight, Malong can't flip it. I think I read my favorite YouTube comment about Malong recently. Forgot the commenter's name, but he said, Malong didn't adjust to the new ball adjusted to Malong. But he hasn't yet adjusted to Harimoto. Not since 2015. And we haven't seen a timeout either. With a score like this, you typically wouldn't. I mean, Malong, it's just so rare that he needs a timeout. I feel like you can save it for later. He doesn't get his foot that deep in the hole. No, the hand switch! Harimoto fools him completely. I've seen Malong in the practice hall do that before. Timo Boll's done it more consistently than any player I've ever seen. For Malong to bring it out here. Well, that was interesting. In the multi-ball system, that's interesting. It's pretty rare that I've seen someone say, I just don't like this ball, I want a new one.
6-2.
Second point for Malong. Harimoto cleaning the ball in his pocket, making it his own. Whether that's psychological or actually physical. Can't imagine it would hurt. Beautiful down the line again. Malong turns the corner. Harimoto doesn't budge. How much practice does it take to make a shot like this? Who do you practice it with? Who? Please find me your Malong practice partner. Ooh, this one gets away.
3-7.
3-7 is quite recoverable for Malong. 2-8. I think I'd have to go back to the German Open this year when Timo Boll was up 2 scores, 2 games in a row, quite big leads against Malong. And that ball set up a little bit. Harimoto's a professional though, he'll put it behind him.
4-7.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a timeout soon if Malong scores another point. Although it will be a towel break. That's how important getting a 3-0 lead is, I think, for Harimoto. Comes into the second towel break, up 8-4. I don't know, man. I'm just thinking to myself, how can you be as good as Malong? I've been thinking it since last week. I think the whole table tennis world has been thinking, how can anybody be on that level? And this one a little lukewarm to the middle of the table. Harimoto with a spin shot deep and Malong picking the placement here. Good long push to get into it. Full extension there. That's what Malong is made of. Harimoto with the softer spinning one. When you have such a good backhand right down the line out to the wide forehand, it's got to cause some hesitation in Malong's game. Malong is rarely afraid, but he just can't leave that forehand wide open and turn the corner. Although it looked like he was ready to try again. Second serve here for Malong. And the touch receive again. Harimoto with 4 game points for a 3-0 lead. My heart is racing right now thinking about what this could mean for Harimoto.
10-7.
Just missing the line. Just thinking about all the possibilities of even if he gets this game, it's still not over. Timeout. This is a good timeout.
Timeout.
For me, this is a very good timeout. 3 game points left, a 3-0 lead. I think Harimoto keeps an incredible amount of focus. And he'll be very determined, especially up 3-0. It's like this idea of I've worked so hard, I can't possibly quit now. I can't let myself down. People who almost finish with medical school, they just finish it even if they don't know that they want to be a doctor. This match is Tomakazu's medical degree. He's got so many other degrees from other players. He's got a degree in Fan Zhendong. He's got a degree in Timo Boll. Joe Yu earlier today. I mean, really, he's one of the most educated men in the sport at only 14 years old. Just an incredibly quick learner.
10-7.
So back from the timeout, let's see what he's got here. Second serve. Oh, and he finds it! He finds the open spot on the forehand side. Spins it with the backhand, rips it to the other corner. 8, 9, and 7 against the dictator. Who dictates the dictator? It is not over yet. 3 games is not enough. Don't go anywhere right now. It hasn't happened until it has happened. Game 4 coming up right after this.
For game, malong to serve, level.
So here we are in a dream right now. Not for a lot of fans out there, but it's tough to imagine this is reality. It's game 4, and Harimoto was leading 3-0 against Malong.
One love.
What will Malong change? Is he going to bring out the backhand serves? We see it late in the match sometimes.
Level 2.
Good movement from Malong in over the table. But both of these points are not typical of Harimoto so far in this match.
Level 3.
Malong with a bit of flip there. A little bit of side spin across the body. Well now. Timeout has already been used from Harimoto's side. Reverse pendulum serve here. Malong waits for it to come off the table, spins it right into the body. Outstanding points. I mean, both shots back and forth here. Malong, a little bit of extra spin when he's under the table here. What a towel break. First towel break of the game, not a point for Harimoto despite being up 3-0, winning 11-8, 11-9, and 11-7. Ganbare Harimoto, the crowd saying.
Love 7.
How does this happen? Robert Gardoche leading 2-1 against Malong, a tight game 4, and Malong goes up 10-0 in game 5. Finally a shot that gets a point on Malong. First point in game number 4 for Harimoto. Almost brings it back. Malong testing to the middle and then out wide. He gets Harimoto back behind the table. Good cover of the middle with the forehand. Oh, goes for broke. Pulls a Shushin on the spin. The foot sweep. Only the second point, though. Malong very much in control of the scoreboard here in game 4.
3-8.
How many more points do you think it would take before we see a timeout on Malong's side? I don't even know if we'd see one at 8-5. Oh, the flat hit, and he has the opportunity. A little bit more time for the spin shot from behind the table. This one here just smacked back. Malong with the salute stroke. And understand that frustration from Harimoto. How to handle that frustration, though. Still continue the match. Still it's a 3-game lead.
10-3.
Quite a statement here from Malong. 7-game points. And even makes it when the shot goes out. 11-3. Malong means business. He snapped his fingers like Thanos, a Marvel reference after winning the China Open.
Fifth game, harimoto to serve, love all.
Game number 5, Tomakasu Harimoto leading 3-1 against Malong. Despite winning the first 3 games, the third game at 11-7. Malong with the most dominant, the most one-sided game yet, 11-3 in game number 4.
2 up.
Malong is so dangerous. It's creepy, a tomahawk chop block. Something a little bit similar to that from behind the table. There it is. Harimoto wraps it around and the counter comes back. Even from below the table, the backhand is threatening enough. And right at the baseline, Harimoto on the scoreboard. They call Malong many things. The most complete player in the game. Forehand flip kill, taking some risks. I was just thinking about shots we haven't seen in a while from Harimoto. Quite frankly, that wasn't the first one that came to mind, the backhand down the line. But I think a big part of that is Malong hasn't allowed the setup. He hasn't stepped around for big attacks deep to the backhand. See, here he goes deeper to the backhand from a little bit more central on the table. It doesn't allow a counter, something that can sneak past. There's the one. And he's within reach. Comfortable for Malong. He lands balanced and in position with a wide stance. Demonstrated earlier by Liu Shiwen how to reach wide and stay balanced and centered.
5-2.
It is completely possible. It is more possible for Malong than probably anyone in the game to come back from down 0-3. And the way the scoreboard is going right now, you can just sort of see the Malong games counting up. From 3-0 to 3-1, soon it'll be 3-2, and then we're in the 7th. Easier said than done, but Harimoto just can't allow this to go to 7. Oh, bold serve, bottle challenge style, deep out to the forehand. When Malong does this serve, he can do it bending away or with no rotation or just topspin, which makes it a little bit tougher to reach. Where does this one come from? Table height, Malong still spins it on aggressively. Like a spin scientist. What did Malong do to Harimoto? What did he do? Where'd Harimoto go? Malong, please give somebody a clue. Just tell us where we can find Harimoto. This isn't funny anymore.
11-2.
Well, now the dictator dictates once again. 11
serve, love all.
So onegaishimasu to the coach, onegaishimasu to the crowd, who has definitely shown up for Harimoto. Will Harimoto show up for the crowd? Malong to serve. Solid start for Harimoto. He's fired up. Really needs to keep this going. Takes the first point. One down the line, a little bit of side spin. And a rare whiff from Malong. I can't remember the last time I said the word whiff. Steady in the chole. Out of all the different ways to show respect for your opponent, anytime you can get Malong to chole, it's a good thing. Career goals. Wow, and the counter exchange. 2 points to 1. He's already tied his score from last game. What was the conversation in the corner? Coach Kurashima, the head coach, the Japanese men's team. Don't hesitate. Go for the body and follow with a wide corner. Stay close to the table. Well, so far, it looks like that could be part of the plan. Harimoto from right on top of the table. Look at this. Beautiful after motion, very subtle. Right into the shoulder, barely flinches, just turns for the best show. A lion. Just like the sponsor. That's the animal that Harimoto identifies with the most. And in the middle of the table, 4-1 lead. Anything is possible, and here is the timeout. Got the timeout. Harimoto's fired up. Malong's down 1-4. Is he in trouble? We don't know. We don't know. This might be an indicator that possibly yes, but we've seen much bigger turnarounds. Again, against T-Mobile, I can't even remember, what, 5'10", 4'9", something like this. I remember Yuya Oshima quite well. He was down 2-6 in Game 7, 4-7, and that was the last point he allowed, that he rationed out in his dictatorship to Yuya Oshima. He said, no more for you, you've had enough. I get 7, you get 0. That's how we're gonna share the rest of this game and match. But Harimoto right now, what's the conversation you have in the corner right now? What to expect from Malong? Remain calm, don't panic. Domai. These are the matches that you watch knowing that history is happening in front of you live, and the anticipation is almost too much. Oh, the edge of the table for Malong. I mean, Harimoto is sticking to the plan right now. Aggressive on top of the bounce when the rally opens. He played it well. He's looking for that middle for Malong. Of course, the apology for Malong. Still in the lead, 4-2 at the first towel break. Oh, the long push. He says, you know what? We've gone short long enough. I can't keep this one short. My chances are better if I keep it deep on the table. A long push with the element of surprise, the timing. Even Lu Guojung needs water in the corner. Forehand flip kill. Harimoto's been on fire with that shot. I'm trying to remember once he's even missed it. Maybe one time. In near the net. Talk about Malong as the most complete player in the game. And I'm not taking that back, not for a second, but right now, Harimoto seems so incredibly well prepared. 6-2, this was the Yuya Oshima score in Game 7. Not superstitious, just stating the facts. These numbers are the same, except it's game number 6. Clever idea, I think that's right. And I think that's what the head nod is signaling here, that Harimoto knows he made the right decision. He just missed the shot. Tried to play aggressively down the middle, get Malong to turn. Put pressure on, shorten up the stroke. Oh, fast long serve. Harimoto checking the racket for wetness. He couldn't believe how fast that one went down. Oh, this one gets away. Malong shuffled his feet before the serve. He threw in a mix. Timo Boll, I've seen do this from time to time. A little psychology here to get in the server's head. And he has the down the line opportunity. This is serious pressure on Malong. You can see him sweating. The type of sweating that's like down to the heart. Oh. I thought for a moment that might have caught the back edge, but no question about it. By the players' reactions, it didn't. Very close. Still a 2-point lead for Harimoto here. Malong with the serves on his side. Last time Harimoto tried this, it worked out for him. He played it confidently. It felt a little bit shorter, a little bit lower. And Malong had pressure in over the table near the net. Like Malong's focus in game 5. Games 4 and 5 were just incredible. 11-3, 11-2. Second serve here, he's down by 1. Oh, the step round goes long. Big point for Harimoto. That look back at the coach. Harimoto needs to be really careful that he doesn't celebrate too early. He can celebrate every point for winning the points, but he can no way start celebrating the match, and I don't think he is. This is what makes him one of the top 10 in the world. Oh, rocket off the bounce. 9-6. From 7-4 to 7-6. It could have very much been 7-7. Harimoto 2 points away from the biggest win of his career. Forward flip kill into the body! 4 match points for Harimoto. 4 match points for 14-year-old Tomakasu Harimoto to punish the dictator. Is the dragon about to be slayed? Is the captain about to be removed from the ship? Is the regime changing? Tomakasu Harimoto wins! He beats Malong in a best of 7. 14-year-old Tomakasu Harimoto has just made worldwide news. Unbelievable performance. You beat me in Poland 2015. Give me 3 years. I will come back and I will be prepared. I don't even need game 7. 11-6 in game number 6. This is absolute madness. The sky is falling, and Tomakasu Harimoto has made every fan in this stadium the luckiest ticket holder probably in the entire year. Handshakes from everybody. Maehara-san, the rest of the VIPs, a tough loss for Malong. We saw him last week, the way he so steadily handled Fan Zhendong. And Tomakasu Harimoto wins 4-2. I need some water and a break. Let's have an interview down on court right now with the talk of the world, Tomakasu Harimoto.
Harimoto, you've just beaten the Olympic champion, the world champion, one of the greatest players of all time, Malong, at only 14 years of age. How do you feel?
14歳という若さでオリンピックチャンピオンで世界チャンピオンのマロン選手に勝たれたわけですけれども、今はどういうお気持ちですか？
一番の憧れの選手だったので本当に勝てて嬉しいです。
Malone was his idol, so he was happy to beat him.
So you've just beat your idol Malong in front of a packed crowd at the Japan Open in front of all your Japanese fans. You started the match extremely strong. 3-0 up, Malong came back to 3-2. How did you compose yourself to come back and win the match?
憧れであったマロン選手に勝たれたわけですけれども、3対2だった時どういう心境でしたか？
3対0リードから簡単に2ゲーム取られたので、6ゲーム目なんとか出だしリードして4対2で勝ちたいなという気持ちで6ゲーム目挑みました。
At first, I won like 3-0, and then Malone beat it 2 games, won the 2 games, so he wanted to beat him like 4-2 after Malone got 2 matches.
And you did exactly what you wanted. You came back, you won 4-2, you beat Malong. You're into the semi-finals against Lee Sang-soo. Congratulations, Harimoto.